Today we are going to analyze the downfall of Hasbro Interactive. Hasbro, Inc. is an American toy and board game company which was established in 1923. In 1995, the CEO, Alan Hessenfeld, decided it was time for the company to take risk on interactive games. Thus the company established a new subsidiary called Hasbro Interactive and recruited Tom Dusenberry as the new leader. The company expands quickly in the field of interactive game in the first few years through acquisition with high growth in revenue. But later it faces serious financial problems and profit loss due to changing market environment and management issues. In this presentation, we will analyze 3 issues: communication issue, innovation and conflict issue, and risk issue, which were key factors to the downfall of Hasbro Interactive. We are also going to give explanation of what caused these issues using trade, cognitive and social lenses. A good communication within organization can help employees create and sustain organizational operations. The lack of the communication between Hasbro Interactive, the parent company, and the top managers accelerate the conflicts in the company when it faces financial failures. Specifically, as all operational decisions were made by Dusenberry himself, which means the lack of interaction in the decision-making process. Then if the decision made by Dusenberry is inappropriate, the entire business will go wrong. For example, in early 1999, Hasbro Interactive went on a project of reaching $1 billion in revenues. However, the company was too ambitious and began the project even without a multi-year plan to examine the probability of reaching the $1 billion goals. In addition, notice the potential risk inherent in the project. Nobody acted to stop the $1 billion aspiration. Lack of communication in working atmosphere and decision-making process leads to confidence loss in Hasbro Interactive and acceleration of downfall of Hasbro Interactive. Conflict issue. The conflict in the company was because of the different interests of top managers, and the conflict significantly decreased the performance of Hasbro Interactive. For example, in 1999, M. Style was hired as a CFO at Hasbro Interactive by Mr. Bong, the new president of Hasbro, to increase the financial performance and reduce uncertainty costs. She implemented more exacting financial systems and introduces a new financial reporting software package, which was considered as a disaster by Mr. Dusenberry. He believed that this system was not suitable for Hasbro Interactive, as it would have decreased the innovation and creativity in work. A series of supervisory activities taken by Mr. Bong caused Mr. Dusenberry's consideration of his demission. The conflict between the interests of Mr. Bong and Mr. Dusenberry lastly brought negative influences to the company. The third issue arisen in this case should be the risk issue. When suffering the revenue loss of $74 million in Hasbro Interactive, several division heads found it difficult to support Dusenberry's business due to the lack of business strategy. Even worse, when Dusenberry wanted to capitalize product development expenditures, the company referred to have standard managerial reporting across all sector. These are all the potential risk within the Hasbro Interactive. Another risk ethic issue appeared when Hasbro initiated a monopoly promotion with Burger King. Because Hasbro Interactive already had a promotion with McDonald's, this change made the senior executives lose confidence in Hasbro Interactive because they believed that stricter supervision from the parent company was necessary to regulate Hasbro Interactive business practices. The aggressive practices made by Dusenberry not only influenced the reputation of Hasbro Interactive, but also built certain ethic risk inside the company, which accordingly leads to the downfall of Hasbro Interactive. A trait is a notable feature and quality in a person. It is stable across time and difficult to change. People with different traits behave differently in the same situation. In this case, the trait of Mr. Dusenberry has affected the development process of his gaming company. Extraversion and agreeableness are all included in the Big 5 personality traits raised by Costa and McRae in 1992. Extraversion is related to the engagement with the external environment, which includes warmth, gregariousness, assertiveness, activity, excitement seeking, and positive emotions. Mr. Dusenberry was an extroverted person with a long-term development vision. He aggressively took over companies and purchased licenses to expand. He viewed the acquisitions the beginning of the company. Even when the company appeared to lose money, he still stayed positive and looked forward to the bright future return. This personalities made him a charming leader in Hasbro. As said by Mr. Bong, Mr. Dusenberry had a vision for the business and strength for bringing people together. However, the extroversion also dragged him into risks. He accepted extremely high target, which was $1 billion in 3 years without the consideration of the budget and practical strategy. His excitement-seeking and positive projections resulted in the risk issue. Agreeableness describes the degree to which a person is kind, dependable and cooperative in a certain situations. Mr. Dusenberry had a low level of agreeableness. He made all operational decisions, including those relating to organizational structure, product selection, and partnership agreements. He didn't like taking advice from others, no matter whether it was the financial criticism from Mr. Hargreaves or the intervention of M. Style. The lack of interaction with other divisions aggravated the communication and interpersonal issues in the company. Social lens. Klepp, Weiss, and van der Flyer defined team dynamics as variable group processes that makes a group work. The ability to resolve core issues and involvement in the organizational process as a group tend to enhance employee engagement. In this case, lack of team dynamics derives the communication issue which leads to the downfall of Hasbro Interactive. Specifically, Mr. Dusenberry is the general manager of H Interactive. He made all operational decisions, including those relating to organizational structure, product selection, and partnership agreements, without discussion with the Hasbro Interactive division. This made the employee in the team felt lack of engagement, which causes the poor dynamic team atmosphere and leads to the overall division bad performance. In addition, Jane Ritson Parsons commented that the personnel inside Hasbro Interactive division did not communicate with the company personnel group. This derives that the division made decisions emotionally without research support. Another social factor which considerably contributes to the communication issue in Hasbro is organizational culture. According to Dobera's article, organizational culture defined a set of norms that describe the appropriate behaviors for various situations within the organization. The fact that lots of employees within Hasbro Interactive energized and believed in the ambitions of the division at the beginning ends up in lose their faiths of the division. Hasbro Interactive sets its goals without defining the mission and the scope of the program clearly, and lacks of communication down to the employee level. Mr. Verrecchia commented that the way the division went about it was emotional rather than strategic. They didn't really sat down and tried to put together a plan. Consequently, both the management level and these employee lack of guiding principle, lack of well-defined company culture may also be the major factor contributing to the downfall of Hasbro Interactive. Cognitive issue. There are several cognitive lens influenced the people involved reacted and behaved. First, people perceive that bad is stronger than good and individual always have loss aversion, which means they are more willing to take further risk when they experienced a loss. After few profitable years in the beginning, loss was the status of Hasbro Interactive after 1998. In this case, these cognitive problems raised the risk issue in front of the loss. Mr. Dusenberry still operated Hasbro Interactive with ambitions and without carefulness strategy. Hasbro Interactive took further risk in some risky project. In the end, Hasbro Interactive had lost $74 million on $237 million revenue. Mr. Dusenberry argued that the loss in the accounting sense was a good investment in the division's future. Second, the cognitive bias that statistics should be ignored also contributed to the communication issue in this case, which means people tend to rely on their emotion rather statistic research. In regarding the way Mr. Dusenberry managed Hasbro Interactive, he never used rational and specific strategy to guide the division, and the whole company was aggressive in matching the expectation of Wall Street rather than based on their current situation. Recommendation: to solve the problems identified in the analysis above, there are several recommendations we have come up with. In terms of the personality issue, we recommend the firm to change or renew its ideas regarding the PO personality and occupation relationship and ways of recruitment and selection in the hiring. In this case, people like Mr. Dusenberry with vision, inspiration and ambitions are not supposed to be in a position with absolute power in a company at the very beginning. As what has been suggested in the case, this kind of people is more likely to make some risk-seeking mistakes. They need other suggestions to avoid such mistakes. For instance, the company can decentralize the power of one person by group seminar before important decisions. It could also assign people with stable personality to work in vice position for important positions to give suggestions or even reject the decisions made by chief managers or heads. After all, the company needs to be careful in the selection and recruitment of important positions by applying personality tests to find appropriate candidates with appropriate personalities for the jobs. In terms of the social and contextual issue, we suggest the firm to redesign the structure of the firm, empower the employees, and build conflict-solving mechanism. In this case, Mr. Dusenberry could make decisions by getting support from the top management of parent company without consulting other departments, which suggested the company's power is highly concentrated on the top. The firm's decision-making process needs to be redesigned by applying the counter signature on important decisions or policies and empowering the employees to enhance their engagement, understanding of firm's decisions and reduce the chances of making wrong decisions. Conflict-solving mechanism is also necessary when conflicts like Mr. Dusenberry's argument with other departments' heads when the firm suffered loss arise. Conflict meditation would be applied in the system as it is a good way to solve conflicts and enhance understanding of both parties by focusing on the shared interest. In terms of the cognitive issues regarding financial performance reports and market research information, the executives ignore crucial statistics in the decision-making process. Thus, we recommend recommend the firm to hold strict policy for statistics analysis implication that requires managers to conduct risk-cost statistics analysis before decision-making to avoid ignoring statistics bias. To improve managers' cognitive ability, the firm's top management are also suggested to change their way of evaluating the decisions by raising training seminars. Decisions supported by the solid evidence with data and statistics rather than just feel like or sounds good is more convincing and reliable in business environment. From the analysis of the downfall of Hasbro Interactive, we conclude that the success of an organization requires appropriate application of the personality, the social context, and the cognitive lens during the operation. Thanks for your attention.